So this is an update to my project bike. Not really project bike because I ride it around, but right now it's down because I need just a couple little things to get my safety inspection. But so this is what I have done to it so far since the last video that I posted with the CBR tail that I took off of it. This is an 04 or 05 R6 tail. You can see the turn signals. I can't even talk. You can see the turn signals. eBay, 15 bucks, LED. They're pretty bright. I love them. They're awesome. I just wired them straight into my system and made this little fender eliminator out of like an old bed frame. So yeah, just you can see the angle bar that I just took and kept off the ends. But yeah, that's good. Painted it, slapped a license plate on it, and drilled holes in it, and put the turn signals through. It's pretty. I like it. This is a crash tail that I plastic welded back together. Also, so I gotta put some Bondo stuff like over this, and this that I fixed. It's a little rough. I don't know if you can see that in the picture, but I reformed all of this. So it was a huge. Oh, that was missing. La 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 la. Okay. Made my own reservoir out of the. Oh well, I not really made it. I modified the stock FZR reservoir and just zip tied it to the frame after I drilled some holes through it. This is all the metal brackets that I had to weld straight onto the frame. The old frame came out to about like here, so I had to grind all of that off to put the tail on. But put the tail on, it's sturdy. That's good. Had to do some. I'm not even going to show you the brackets under there. 2000 R6 tank. Again, this is a 91 FZR600. This thing looks like an 05 almost from the, you know, from the middle, I guess, 1/3 of it back. But yeah, 2000 R6 tank that came off of a crashed bike. All the stuff that I put on it came off a crashed bike, so I built this thing dirt cheap like this. Made this out of my old, I'm not even pointing the camera at the thing, made this out of my old gas tank cover, gas tank fairing, whatever you want to call it. So just cut it up and actually broke the tip off, so I had to melt that back together, plastic weld it back together. You can see I have a nice little brake fluid bottle in there. That's I'm kind of working on this right now. It's not running. I gotta get the safety inspection. I don't know if I mentioned that yet, but yes, I have to get the safety inspection. I have YZF600 peanut starter gear cover, whatever you want to call it, right front engine. I actually have another one of those on a YZF600 that I'm parting out around the corner. I'll show it to you guys in a second. YZF600 brakes, blue dot calipers, will fit any FZR, I think 90 and up, any ones that have the two piston calipers, and have these nice brake handles. Have this too. So if anybody watching this with an FZR, you're like, hey, I'd like to have YZF600 brakes, then shoot me an email and I'll send them to you. But I don't know how much longer I'll have them, so don't bother me about it in a year because I'm selling the stuff and I probably won't have it, and I'll probably just be like, who's this guy? Whatever. But that is everything I've modified for now. Oh, I have YZF600 carburetors on it. Larger jets, larger ports for the fuel to go through. I've heard people say that you could cram them down into your stock setup, your stock little rubber manifold, little rubber intake manifolds that sit on top of the head. But mine were ripping when I was trying to force the carbs in there because they're so much larger. So I pulled the ones off of this bike. I'm also probably going to put this tank on my bike, along with this swing arm, shock, rear tire, chain, rear sprocket, front sprocket, brake assembly, all that stuff. So I'll have a wider tire that'll look like that versus the stock FZR crap narrow 18-inch tire and rim. Also, let's see, I have two headers, two YZF600 headers. One is going on my bike, but this one I'm going to sell probably, or put this one on my bike and sell the other one. I don't know, it doesn't matter. The other one's in better shape. This one I was probably going to sell for 80, the other one for 100. But they fit. Stock FZR has a 4-into-1 exhaust design. These have 4-into-2, as you can see, and then both of those merge together and go into one, so it's more efficient. and I don't know, not really looks, if yours is all rusted out like my stock one is, then yeah, it's gonna look better, but